Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Kindergarten Weekly Updates. This week, students had loads of fun in school as we celebrated the book week in kindergarten. On day one, teachers had given students different characters to choose from and create their own story. In KG1 and KG2, both students enjoyed creating their own story, and of course, they needed some help from teachers, but they enjoyed that fun time. In pre-KG, our teachers, the over-enthusiastic ones, had planned a lovely storytelling time using a shadow theatre. And students really enjoyed watching the shadows on the screen and identifying the different characters. It was again a good learning time and an amazing time they had looking at the shadows. Day 2 of book week was also very exciting as it was the pajama party for KG1 and KG2. They came dressed in their pajamas. They also got their soft toys, their pillows, their blankets, and even some storybooks. They enjoyed lying on the mats and listening to stories where the parents also came in and they came up with different puppets or different beautiful stories they told to our children. And together it was a fun time for everyone. Our pre-KG students also enjoyed listening to stories from the parents who came. So thank you, parents, for spending your time with our children and taking out time from your busy schedule. Day 3 was yet another exciting day as it was the dress-up day. We witnessed students dressed in different story characters and they looked amazing. They also could share few lines about the character they dressed as. And the more exciting was to see our teachers dressed as different story characters. Some of them were dressed as Cinderella, Snow White, the Pied Piper, and also we saw some Gingerbread Man, Caterpillar, Red Riding Hood, and it was fun watching all of the students and the teachers. Together, they created a fantasy land in kindergarten. Now let us listen to our students and teachers.
In phonics, students were introduced to a new sound R through a song. Students learned the sound and the words that begin with letter R. Using flashcards, they did revision of the previous letters thought so far. Students were introduced to a new story, Pete the Cat and Missing Cupcakes, through a fun game, Who Took Cookie from the Cookie Jar. They sang the tune along with the classmates and enjoyed the game. Teacher displayed the storyboard and introduced characters to the class. In UW, students were introduced to community helpers, teacher and farmer. We discussed about teacher and farmer in circle time and spoke about growing and various tools used by farmer. Students were introduced to a new topic, backward counting, through a fun game, Rocket Blast Off.
Students already know that when two letters come together and make one sound is digraph. This week in phonics, they were introduced to digraph qua. They are also encouraged to blend and segment CVC words, and we focus more on reading and writing captions. In literacy, we continued the story The Rainbow Fish. Students were aware of the characters and setting of the story. They were encouraged to talk about the beginning, ending, and problem of the story. They learned a valuable lesson from this story that kindness and friendship are more important than beautiful possessions. In numeracy, students continued the concept of doubling. They enjoyed different hands-on activities related to the concept doubling. They showcased their clear understanding. They were also motivated to use the vocabulary related to the concept doubling. In UW, we continued learning importance and uses of water. Students did various hands-on activities like washing clothes, cooking food, cleaning their cupboards, etc. They also did survey where they got to know that which activity needs more water.
This way, we learned more about time. We learned what is half past. 30 minutes past 2 an hour is called half past. For example, the time is shown here is half past 10.
In phonics, we revised the previous sounds like AR, OR, EA, OW, etc. We played a rhyming word game and we are able to write the rhyming words for the given words. In literacy, a recap of the concept opposites was done. We were able to write the opposite words for the given words.
We continue to learn about day and night. We understood the earth moves around the sun, so we have day and night. When the earth faces the sun, it's daytime. When the earth faces away into space and cooler and darker, it's nighttime.
Next week, we will be having fancy dress for our pre-KG students. So, we request you parents to please attend, and KG1 is going to have the sing-along. So, even for the same, we expect you to come and encourage our little ones. Thank you for listening to me. Have a wonderful week.